What's up, it's you? For today's video, we have a full Nurse Joy team. Loopy, this one is for you. So we got the Pokemon that the Nurse Joys have used over the generations. There's like a million of them. It's like Brock's like fantasy, I guess you could say. I've been away for a couple of days, people, because I haven't been feeling so great. But I'm back here. If you want to check me out on Twitch, people, that's where I do all my live streams and stuff like that. Theme Teams, Pokemon Sweeps, and all other forms of salty entertainment. And the link is in the description of the video. Let's get into today's battles with the Nurse Joy team. It's quite ironic that I'm doing this team as well, because I haven't been feeling that great. I had my first jab and I was feeling a bit off color. Okay, so the first opponent here, this one is against a Jork, and we got a Magnezone lead. Now, I've got 6 Pokemon base on the Nurse Joys, and we're going to be leading off with Comfey here. Now, I noticed Comfey gets some pretty interesting physical moves, so I thought I'd run a Choice Scarf one. Petal Blizzard, Play Rough, Facade, and U-Turn. As you can see, I'm completely walled by Steel types here. I kind of wish I got a Fighting type move, but then I was thinking to myself, how would a Comfey actually use a Fighting type? It's not like I could use Drain Punch or something like that. So I just went for the U-Turn and went into Blissey here. Now, this Blissey set is a offensive set. It is actually max health and max rush attack. So we've got the Magnezone going for a lock-on. It's got to be going for Zap Cannon this turn, right? This Blissey's got Hyper Beam, Dazzling Gleam, Fire Blast, and Blizzard. We're going to be going for a Fire Blast with the Choice Specs attached, so it should easily be able to take this out. I outspeed the Magnezone, right, and it gets dropped in one shot, which is beautiful there, because I'd say that would have been a Zap coming, definitely coming away. Well, it would have paralyzed me, would have been annoying. Next Pokemon is the Wooloo. Don't get to see Wooloo used too often. Since I'm locked into Fire Blast, I may as well just go for it, and it almost takes out the Wooloo. Very, very close. Now the Wooloo's going to go for a Cotton Guard, so I'm thinking this is like a defensive Cotton Guard set, whatever like. The only bad thing is here, I actually am outspeeding, and Wooloo, if it had some sort of recovery move like Rest, is not really going to get a chance to, get that Rest off. So off to a very good start. Next Pokemon to come in is going to be the Starmie. So since I'm locked into Fire Blast, I've got to swap out and thought, well, I can go into Comfey here, right? I've got a couple of moves to hit this fairly hard. Now, the EVs on Comfey I was running as max attack and max speed. With the Choice Scarf, right? So even with max attack, it doesn't really hit amazingly hard, but I was pretty happy with the damage of Petal Blizzard then. So Starmie's going to go for a Psyshock here on my Comfey, and I'm going to be able to live, which is great. Now they're going to withdraw this Starmie out. Obviously, they don't really want to lose it, and in comes Miltank. So Miltank is going to, as soon as I swapped in, I was like, okay, it's definitely got Sap Sipper, right? And that is going to give the Miltank a +1 in attack, which is bad. So I got to swap out there because I'm locked into Petal Blizzard. I've got 2 choice users on this team, and I'm going to go into Audino now. I had to run a sort of, I want to run sort of like a healing strategy, at least on this thing with the Nurse Joy theme team, right? So I'm running this one as a simple set there. So what we want to do is go for the simple, right? And then you can go for Baby Doll Eyes, which will, with the simple will drop it by 2, and for the Confide will drop their special attack by 2. So you can drop their attack by 2 and special attack. It's a purely support style set here. And I've also got Citrus Berry as the item, max health and split defenses. And I've also got Healing Wish too. So it's designed to heal up another Pokemon that is in need and spread simple around and drop the opponent's stats. So purely support on this team, which I thought was appropriate. So bye-bye Audino. We're going to go back into Comfey now. As you know, I've only got 15 health. But after the Healing Wish, that's going to heal up all the way up there. And also going to give me an opportunity to go for another move, than Petal Blizzard too. Now, I do have Play Rough. I thought that would be the way to go there. Miltank's very bulky, so it's not going to take much damage at all, right? Now Miltank is going to go for the Toxic. I had a fairly rough time with this Miltank too, because this team really didn't do lots of damage when you look at them, right? Like, Audino was purely support. Blissey with Choice Specs isn't exactly amazing, and of course the physical Comfey too, as you can see the results of that. So spamming Play Rough as much as I can. Miltank's going to go for the Body Slam. Since it got a +1 in attack, and it got a crit there, Comfey almost gets dropped in one shot. And I've only got one more turn now to do something. Let's go for a final Play Rough here. And that's about Miltank, under half health. Unfortunately, Miltank's going to go for a Milk Drink. I had a little bit of a worry that it would. And I'm going to go down to the poison. So bye-bye Comfey. And this Miltank is going to be very, very difficult to take out here. I was actually trying to decide what Pokemon should I Dynamax so far. So we've lost Audino and we've lost Comfey. Next Pokemon is Wigglytuff. And this Wigglytuff set is a bulky boosting power-up punch set with physical. So we got power-up punch, body slam, play rough, and bounce. it's quite funny. Well, a lot of these, but when you look at this team, it's quite weak to, you know, fighting too, when you look at like a lot of them. And they learn a lot of the same similar moves too. They're all like, a lot of them, I guess, like pink, the pink blobby Pokemon. So we got a Dynamax Wigglytuff here, and I thought I might get my attack boosted to start with Max Knuckle. And I've also got Power Punch to do that outside of the Dynamax too. Now, Wigglytuff is going to be running max health and max attack here. We got a Toxic from Miltank, and that's going to land it, which kind of sucks there. But it is what it is, right? Now I'm going to go... Sorry, this is not a max health. This is a max speed and max attack. So sorry about that. I've got the max airstream out to boost my speed. Now, with +1 Wigglytuff, it's got a decent amount of speed, but there's so many more Pokemon that can outspeed it. So normally I'd like to go for 2. In this situation, I have to do some damage to this Miltank, right? Otherwise, it's going to destroy me. So I thought I can get as many of these Max Knuckles up as possible. Then I might be able to go for like a Body Slam myself afterwards, right? So I can't get paralyzed because I'm poisoned. That's about the only good thing about this at the moment. Miltank is still hitting me fairly hard because it's got that Toxic to back it up too. So go for the Max Strike on the Miltank here. And Miltank's going to leave. Of course it is. And that's going to drop Miltank's speed. I guess that's a good thing, right? Now it's going to go for a Body Slam again, and Wigglytuff is not going to be around for too much longer. So I want to make sure I can take this Miltank out, right? So bye-bye Dynamax and Wigglytuff, but, you know, he did a pretty good job right there, physical Wigglytuff. Now Miltank's going to swap out. I was like, oh, man, they're going to save it. And the next Pokemon to come in is going to be Audino. Now, I almost went for another normal type attack, but I'm not sure if they predicted a fighting move there. Possibly they did, that's why they swapped it in, but I've got another +1 attack, which is okay. Now, I'm having to think here. I lived on 1 health, by the way. The merch is available. And we're going to have G-Max Audino here. So it's going to be very, very bulky. Now, I do have a lot of attack boosts, but yeah, Wigglytuff's attack isn't exactly amazing, right? My ability, I think it would have been, I think it's Frisky ability there. If it's not Frisky, it was competitive, right? I can't really remember which one it was, but it was one of the two, right? I could go for a Body Slam. I outsped. That's pretty good damage when you think about it, because I got a crit, right? I didn't get a paralyzed, but that's okay. I'm happy with the crit. Can't complain about that one. So here comes the Max Gravitas, or whatever it's called, and Wigglytuff is going to faint there. So that's good. At least I got some damage on that. Now, the attacks are going to be able to hit like a lot better if they've got any like low accuracy attacks. So I thought, well, let's go into Blissey, right? So now they're going to go for a Max Flutter Bite on my Blissey, outspeeding me. Blissey is going to eat it like a snack. So I know it's definitely a special set, right? Which is fine. The only bad thing, it is going to drop my special attack. So popping that Fire Blast, and, you know, that doesn't do bad damage. So I'm happy with that. The only bad thing is here, it's going to keep dropping my special attack over and over again. But the good thing is I'm actually stalling out their G-Max, which is great. So I could have lost like a lot of other Pokemon if I didn't have my Blissey right here. So spamming Fire Blast again. I know the next one will take it out because it is going to be out of G-Max here. So it's going to have a lot less bulk to it. So Blissey is sort of really holding my team together at the moment. Now, instead of going for an attacking move right away, they're going to pop a Future Sight. So I thought, okay, well, Blissey should be able to take that one. And Audino is finally going to go down there to another Fire Blast. So we've got that Starmie left, and we've got that Miltank. I knew Miltank would probably come in here. I was thinking, are they going to go for the Milk Drink again, or are they just going to attack me? I just went for Fire Blast. I had to go for an attack on this Miltank in case it did go for an attacking move there, right? So Blissey is going to be poisoned there, which is okay. I can go for a Fire Blast here, and that'll finally take out the Miltank. So finally. So we got a Starmie left and one other Pokemon, right? I've still got 3 other Pokemon too, and I've got a poison Blissey at the moment. Now, the Gravity is returned to normal, and Starmie is back. Starmie is quite a scary Pokemon, too. It does have some very, very good offense, so I don't know. I need to probably save my Blissey for that. So we're going to go to Chansey. This set is absolutely horrendous, but it is pretty funny. Now, instead of attacking me, the Starmie is going to use Recover, right? Have a look at this Chansey set. We got max health and max attack. I'm going to be able to take that Future Sight. It didn't do a lot of damage. I don't have Everlight or anything like that, right? I've got a Leopard Berry. So I've got Metronome, Softball, Curse, and Recycle. Max health and max attack. So here comes the Psyshock from the Starmie here. Sorry, I've got max health and max defense. But it is meant to be a physical Chansey, right? So go for the Metronome here. I got dual Wing Beat. Look at this damage right now. There's one. And there's 2, baby. Look at that damage coming off Chansey's thumping 5 base attack. So Starmie's going to go for a Scald here. Does a little bit less than Side Shock. I was praying that I did get burned. I was hoping I could get a good move here with Metronome, right? What you want to do, right, is you want to try and get as many curses up as possible. Then if you land a physical type move, well, it'll probably do about as much damage as just a normal, like a base amount of damage, I guess, from like a normal, I don't know, 60 or 70 base power Pokemon in attack. So here comes another Side Shot from the Starmie. Doesn't take me out, so I'm probably got like one more turn here. Waggling my finger here, and I get I get Flame Charge, right? So I got the Flame Charge there, and that's going to boost my speed, which is okay, but I'm going to need some more speed boost to get the softball up there. So I think Chansey's timer's up. They pop a Rapid Spin to disrespect me, but I live. You wouldn't read about it. So now, right, I can get another Metronome. I was really hoping for a one-hit KO move right here, but I got Focus Energy. Like, oh, that sucks. So I was going to focus my energy and get a crit next turn. Unfortunately, Starmie is going to be able to take me out with the Disrespect Rapid Spin. So I guess even if I was lucky enough to get an entry hazard, Starmie would have blown it away. So bye-bye, Chansey. You did your best job there. I've only got one more Pokemon left, and you know that is the Blissey that's poisoned from earlier on. Now, I went for a Hyper Beam here. Starmie's going to hit me with the Scald. Hardly does any damage to me. I've got the Hyper Beam, right? It landed. It didn't miss or anything like that. Now, since I've got the Choice Specs, Starmie gets absolutely blown away in one shot. Damn, Blissey is absolutely carrying. Like, actually, have a look at this. Okay, Magnezone went down to Blissey. Wooloo went down to Blissey. Starmie went down to Blissey. Miltank went down to Blissey. Wait. Did it take out all Beetle too? I think, oh my god, Blissey's nearly taken their whole team out. I just realized that. I think that's right. I actually think that's right. Why, did Wigglytuff? No, I think Blissey's taken out every Pokemon so far. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. So going for the Hyper Beam here, could this be the Blissey sweep? I didn't even realize it. So go for the Hyper Beam on the Behemoth, does good damage. Unfortunately, it's just not enough because Behemoth did get that boost up there, and now it's going to hit me with a Psychic move. And Blissey is going to go down to the Toxic. So I've got one more Pokemon left here. Bye-bye, Blissey. I'm pretty sure I nearly got a sweep there with the Choice Specs Blissey. You wouldn't read about it, people, only on PIMPNITE channel. So going to Indeedee, this set is absolutely rubbish, but it is fun to use. So I've got the Psychic Surge on the field, right? Now, I've only got one move. This is an Attract, Trick, Psybeam, Ring Target set with Substitute. So I've got max speed and I've also got max special attack. What you want to do, right, is you want to obviously infatuate the opponent. So once you got the infatuate going, which I can't at the moment, then you go for Psybeam. So you get some good damage right under the Psychic terrain there, and you also have a 10% chance of confusing, so you could actually get infatuation and confusion at the same time. Then you set the Substitute up. Unfortunately, my strategy it wasn't working. Psybeam wasn't going to confusion. And of course, I was versing a Psychic type Pokemon, so it wasn't doing a lot of damage, so I got completely shattered at the end there by the Behemoth. Man. Oh, that sucks so much. Thank you for the battle, Jordan. I hope you enjoyed my Blissey. That Blissey with Hyper Beam and Choice Specs, it was pretty good. Okay, let's get on to the Battle 2 team here. This is actually a theme team as well. I want to see if you can guess what it is. It's pretty cool. Okay, the first Pokemon is the Togedemaru here. Now, since I had such bad luck with Indeedee, I thought, let's leave with this thing and let's see what I can do here. Now, unfortunately, Togedemaru is going to resist my Psybeam, and it could be like a bad matchup for me, but I decided to stay in anyway. So we got the Nuzzle coming from the Togedemaru, and of course, it's going to paralyze me, yeah? I went for a trick here, because there was no Dark types on their team, so I wanted to get rid of what its item was. So I gave it a Ring Target, and I got a Metronome. I was like, oh, okay, Metronome. Metronome Nuzzle, people. So swapping Indeedee out and going into Wigglytuff now, right? I've got Frisk so I can see the item I just gave them, Galaxy Brain, and they're gonna encore me. So I'm like, okay, well, it's gonna be a rollout set. It's a rollout Togedemaru with Metronome. Man, I don't want to let this thing get too many rollouts because I'll get swept, right? Like the bowling ball's just rolling down the alley. Oh, anyway, never mind. Just forget I said that. All right, so here comes another rollout there. I've got Power Up Punch here, which will be a 3-hit KO. I almost took out the Togedemaru there, so one more Power Up Punch should do the job. Now, I was tempted to go for a Dynamax Max Airstream here, but I thought, nah, I am going to take a big amount of damage from the next rollout, right? So I decided against it, and down goes the Togedemaru. That was scary. I'm very, very lucky that I got rid of that before I got way too much more base power, because I would have lost like probably 2 Pokemon there easy, right? Next Pokemon we got is the Conkeldurr, not the Conkeldurr, the Gurdurr, sorry about that. And it's going to hit me with a Mach Punch there. And bye-bye Wigglytuff. Bye-bye. Now, we've got this thing as a Life Orb set, so it's sheer force, okay? We're going to be bringing in the Indeedee here and putting back up the Psychic Surge. So I thought, well, a good Side Beam here should do some very good damage. Should be like a 2-hit KO, maybe even a 1-hit KO, right? We got the Gurdurr swapping out, and now we got the Stunfisk coming in here. So this Stunfisk, I actually went for a Track here, and I should be able to get this strategy to work now, right? Hopefully. So I've got the Infatuation going on the Stunfisk, because, you know, Stunfisk needs some love too. And I go for this Side Beam on Stunfisk, and it does pretty good damage. I'm happy with that. Hoping I can get a Confusion here, but still, the Infatuation is, you know, still a very, very decent chance of happening. So, you know, if you can get them both of them going, it's excellent, but even so, it can still work with the Track. So I'm going to get Paralyzed there. The Stunfisk is going to be able to attack this turn, and it's going to get a Curse off, so it's obviously a physical set. That's a bit of a problem. I don't want to let that get too many curses up there. I'm going to have to hit it with a, you know, a very powerful special attack to try and take it out. But I thought still, you know, the odds should be in my favor. The only bad thing is I am paralyzed, so I might not be able to attack for a couple of turns. So I thought, okay, I might as well press my advantage here and go for Side Beam. It's a quality, I reckon it's about a 6-hit KO there. Unfortunately, it's going to go for a Spark here. +1, that does a fair bit of damage, so I will probably go down to 2 more there. Like 2 more, I'm gone. If it gets another curse up, well, I could be going down to 1 more. Now, Stunfisk, I'm going to get paralyzed there. Stunfisk is going to be immobilized. Unfortunately, gets through that again and goes for another Spark, and I just lived. That was very, very close. So I thought I was going to win this match. I'll be honest. I thought I was going to win this matchup, but I just got no, like, I was even, like, not very lucky with the like, Infatuation here. So firing off my last Side Beam here, I've got it to half health. I've got some more love hearts here happening. Unfortunately, Stunfisk is going to be able to get through again. So bye-bye Indeedee. But Stunfisk won this round, unfortunately. I mean, that paralyzed didn't help, but I don't know. Even if I wasn't paralyzed, I feel like I probably still would have lost that, just due to the amount of times it got through the, you know, the Infatuation run. Okay, I'm going to play no games. It's time for Blissey again. Going for the Blizzard, it landed. And this does some really good damage here to Stunfisk. Almost taking it out. And it's going to go for a Spark here. Now, at +1, it did a lot of damage to Blissey. I didn't really want Blissey to take that much damage, but, you know, what can you do, right? I was very, very nervous about going for Blizzard again, and it landed. I was like, man, that really would have been bad if that missed. So, bye-bye Stunfisk. That caused me a lot of problems. So, bye-bye. Don't come back for a while. Next Pokemon is the Gurdurr. Now, we know this has got Mach Punch already. I was like, well, Mach Punch or any fighting type move like on the physical side is going to dominate me. So let's go into Comfey. Now we got a low sweep here. So, okay. So 2 fighting moves. Low sweep did a lot of damage to me. That was like, man, that hurt like heaps. So that is definitely a sheer force set, as you can tell. I didn't get a speed drop there either, if you noticed, on low sweeps. It was powered up. So it's going to have the Poison Jab as another move too, which is going to obviously hit it really hard, and Comfey is going to go down. Nothing I could have done there. You know, this Gurdurr is hitting very, very hard. So it's got Mach Punch, Low Sweep, and Poison Jab. Into Audino, I want to actually go for a Baby Doll Eyes here and drop the attack on this thing. I might even be able to get a swap here, like, hopefully. The good thing is Gurdurr's only really got Mach Punch there as its priority, and if I can make that kind of weak, it may even go down the Life Orb damage. So go for another Baby Doll Eyes here. So it's got -2 in attack right now. The cool thing about Baby Doll Eyes, it is a priority move too, which is kind of nice. So here comes the Low Sweep. Low Sweep is still doing a lot of damage there. And obviously it's going to be affected by Sheer Force, so then the Gurdurr won't take any damage from the Life Orb, as you know. Unlike Mach Punch, which doesn't have like a secondary effect yet. So dropping its attack once again. I was hoping I could just get a swap here and keep dropping its attack over and over again. Or maybe make it so Audino, right, could swap into another Pokemon. But I had to make sure its attack was low enough. Like, if I wanted to swap my Blissey back in, I had to make sure it was like -6, right? So here comes another Low Sweep. Even Low Sweep at -4 would probably... Well, I reckon it would still almost take my Blissey out. Finally, they swapped out their Gurdurr there, and in comes the Moltres. I was like, okay, Moltres, what am I going to do to this thing? Now, in the end, I decided to go for a Healing Wish here. I thought, I'm just going to heal up one of my Pokemon. Maybe Blissey will be the best bet there, because Blissey was being the MVP in pretty much all the battles I did. So swapping back in Blissey, it had actually lost half its health, which I didn't really want to happen. And I thought, you know what, while I've got this Blissey on the field, I may as well make it my Pokemon of choice for Dynamax, because when you look at it, I've only got 2 more Pokemon left, right? So go for Dynamax Blissey, and this will actually allow me to go for some other moves too, and not be locked into one move, which could be nice, right? And also, I might be able to drop the speed of this Moltres too, which could be handy as well. Like, I may need to use like 1 or 2 of them, but we'll sort of just see what happens there, right? So Dynamax Blissey, I've got a lot of health here, right? Moltres is going to be going for a Rain Dance. It's like, okay, Rain Dance Moltres. So trying to hit them Hurricanes or going for something different? I'm not too sure. Now, I was thinking you could actually go for a Hurricane here, or you could even go for a Weather Ball. That'd be pretty cool, but I wasn't sure what they had. So go for my Max Strike. They're doing a lot of damage to Moltres. They're also dropping its speed. Now my opponent is going to go for their own Dynamax with their Moltres. So I was kind of curious here. Now, if you haven't figured this team out already, actually, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to let... That's probably someone still wondering what it is, right? It probably is. But if you figured it out, you can put it below. I'm not going to give it away, all right? You got to think of it yourself. You should be able to. Maybe not this Pokemon if you're not too familiar with the topic, but definitely the first couple was, quite a good hint, right? So I went for the Max Strike again. I got blocked. Then I outsped the Moltres on my last turn of Dynamax. I was actually quite pleasantly surprised I outsped that because I didn't have any speed EVs or anything. So maybe that Moltres is like max health and max special attack. Next Pokemon is the Fungus. And Blissey's out of Dynamax. So I can go for... Whoops, I just bumped my mic. I can go for the Hyper Beam here or the Blizzard. I went for Blizzard and a miss. Like, man, that sucks. And now the Fungus is going to go for Toxic again here. So Blissey seemed to get poison all the battles that I did right, which was quite funny. So I can go for Blizzard again. I don't know if Blizzard will take this out in one shot if it is ever lighted. I really think it'll be out of 2 hit KO, right? So Blizzard hits really hard there, almost take it out, and here comes Giga Drain from Fungus. Obviously, that's not going to do anything at all. This Fungus set is probably like a just support, right? And Blissey's health and special defense. There's no way that Fungus is going to be able to really do much damage, right? So I'm going to get a little bit more poison there from the Toxic, which is okay. I think this is almost like deja vu from the last battle, right? So Blissey go for another Blizzard, and it lands, and the Fungus is going to be... It's a strike, people. So bye-bye, Fungus. Anyway, sorry, I picked up the spare. So Blissey's going to take a little bit more damage there, right? Now we got Gerda and one other Pokemon left. This is actually quite a good nickname, too. So we got the Binacle coming in here. Now, I've got to tell you a story about this. One time when I was doing this team, I'm not giving it away. I did this amazing thing, right? I threw the ball, and I got the Binacle's... nickname there, but I did this amazing, right? It sort of bounced. I was thinking, right, if I do this, throw this as hard as possible at the one pin, right, and then smack it into the other, and it worked. They were on opposite sides, and the other pin went and hit it. Yeah, that's the story. It was an amazing spare. I wish I actually recorded it. So anyway, we got the Shell Smash Binacle. I'm really scared of this thing because Shell Smash could probably wipe. This thing could probably wipe my whole team. I went for a Fishious Ren Chansey. Look at this. You spin around, then you do it. Look at that damage right there. Fishious Ren Chansey only on PIMPNITE channel. Here comes the Cross Chop. I managed to live it somehow there, just due to my health, I reckon, and my defense. And I went for the Dig here, Metronome Dig. You know what I'm saying? So I go for Chansey and go for Dig, right? I'm underneath the ground. I've used Fishious Ren. I've used Dig. Here, this is content, people. So go for the Dig there on the Binacle. Look at that damage. It did more than Fishious Ren. You wouldn't read about it, right? So here comes the second Cross Chop, and unfortunately, Chansey is not going to live that. And that, my friends, is both the battles that I had. Even though I ended up losing both, I thought they were both really interesting battles, and I had lots of fun doing them. I'll catch you tomorrow for another team. Peace out.